Hello everyone and welcome to the Portable Water channel. We are going to show you step by step how we remove and replace our filters from the Ro2Go Nano-Water filtration system. Please like and subscribe to support the channel and check out the links in our bio. For the filter removal process, we will be using a pair of needle nose pliers and a 1/4 inch push to connect tool. Now that we have everything we need, we can get started. Upon opening the case, you will notice there are a lot of tubing and push-to-connect fittings, as well as a battery and a pump. We will not be working with the battery and pump for this process. Begin by removing small blue clips off your product water outlet, wastewater outlet, and sediment filter. Make sure to put them somewhere safe as you will need them to reassemble. Take your small wrench and with the flat side of the smallest fitting, press against the water outlets and pull the tubing away. Now we remove the tubing on the sediment filter. It is best to remove the whole system from the case to continue this process more effectively. Simply pull out the system from the clamps attached to the case. Removing the waistline is optional, however we are removing it for this tutorial. Repeat the process of removing the blue clippings and the blue and clear tubing to both sides of the unit. You will have to adjust your fittings to remove the smaller tubing. Make sure you push the push-to-connect fittings all the way in to fully remove the tubing. The first filter we're removing is the Nano Silver Post Carbon Block filter. This filter is actually the 5th stage of the purification process. This filter removes unpleasant smells and enhances the flavor of the water. You can keep some fittings attached to the tubes like this one, which will be connected to the post carbon block and flow through the product outlet. We already removed the red alkaline filter. Remove the filters from the clamps and keep the clamp somewhere close. We are now removing the Granular activated carbon filter and the sediment filter. We are now left with the filter casing. There is no need to remove any more clamps. Simply twist the cap off the casing. Using your pair of needle nose pliers, gently without scraping, grab and pull out the reverse osmosis filter. With all the filters removed, we can now begin the replacement process. We are inserting our new RO filter into the casing. Push all the way in and screw the cap on tight. Adjust the clamps to attach the Granular activated carbon filter. Simply push the filters into the clamps. When placing the filters, make sure you pay attention to the flow direction. We are setting the filters upside down. Your filter should look like this with the word flow upside down. Attach the sediment filter and adjust. When you're reinserting the tubes, you want to make sure you give a hard push, and you're going to feel a little extra give when you push in. This will let you know it's sealed in. Any leaks that may occur while using this product may be from not inserting the tubes all the way. Make sure to double check. Attach the blue clipping to the fittings to make sure the tubing does not slip out. So the left end of your system should end up looking something like this. You're left with one tube attached to both ends and one left open. Make sure all your clipping placements look identical, and definitely pay attention to the directions of the push-to-connect fittings. 2 are facing outward and 1 is facing upward. On the right side, we'll insert our blue tubing, adjusting the fittings as we go. If you're wondering about the differences between the clear and blue tubings, the blue represents the water flowing out of the system. Also, it's very bendable, and it can't handle the suction of the water that we use the sturdier clear tubing for. Grab the clamps and attach them to the filters as followed. Make sure you spread them apart enough to hold the next filter. Place them on the inside of the clamps already attached and repeat. Grab the alkaline filter, follow the flow, and attach onto the granular activated carbon filter. Insert your tubes and clippings, straighten and adjust as you go, and add the clippings to both ends of the fittings. And the right end of your piece should come out like this. If you notice any bending in the tubing, just adjust and turn the filters until the tubes straighten out as much as they can. Now we are down to the last filter, the post-carbon block filter. And when we have everything together, all the clamps and fittings should line up together. Be sure to push all the filters as close together as possible so you can easily place it back into the case. When attaching the small clear tubing to the fittings, you might have to give it more of a tug and some resistance until the clipping attaches. Attach the blue tube to the post-carbon block filter, then reattach the flow to the back of the RO housing unit. We have now successfully assembled a 5-stage unit. Now we're going to put the unit back into the case, so begin by adjusting the clamps in the case. You're going to attach the housing unit to the clamps. This process can be a little difficult, so don't be afraid to maneuver anything around until it clamps all the way in. Take that long line of fittings and attach to the sediment filter. Push all the way until you feel some give, and remember to clip everything. Now that it's all back together, we can reattach the open tubes to the outlets. The red outlet represents wastewater, the blue outlet represents product water, and the green outlet is the raw water. And we are done. Please leave comments if you have any questions. Check out our website at portable-water.com. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time.